Thick, beautiful trees, well-shaped and spaced, as if planted in an English park. A vast garden with no owner. The great Euclides called it 100 years ago, and it's still true. You listen and hear nothing. And then goat bells in the distance, and then nothing again. You can draw a circle like Jesus did, and sit here in the same kind of wilderness 2,000 years later, and cast your own demons out. You have come very far in a day. The Sertão, almost another country in the northeast of Brazil, separated from the rest by climate, by culture, by inclination even. Its boundaries are its own, parts of 7 states, the hard parts, nothing like the rest. Semi-arid, a geographer could tell you, which means that you can raise a few cattle in a good year, goats most of the time, manioc and sisal if you're near a river, and that sooner or later a drought will send you running for your life. The people here know that. Every one of them has searched, first closely, then desperately, for clouds in the cloudless sky. They've gone down on their knees, whispered one-word prayers, flayed their own backs, cut off long, beautiful braids. For the Virgin. For nothing. For rains that haven't come. And when the goats finally died, they've given up and gone to the coast forever, where the sun is soft and life is easy. But they don't stay. They come back as soon as the rains do. They put on their leather and ride out across what now seems to them the kindest of lands, with every cactus, every thorn giving fruit in their vast garden, and they smile and call it good. It's a strong taste, but they'll tell you that they're accustomed, drawn to contradiction, bred for contrast, and anything less is less. They stir great spoonfuls of sugar into the blackest coffee. The more they love someone, the farther away from them they dance. They hang the bleeding heart of Jesus on their walls beside the bull god. And their hero is the violent, courteous bandit, Lampiao. "Forgive me," he would say as he robbed them. "You understand." And they did. His story was their story. A feud, a murder, the usual wholesale lack of justice. But instead of turning the other cheek as they did, he picked up a gun and joined a band of local outlaws, intending simply to kill the men who'd shot his father, and then go home to his goats. But it turned out that he was too good at what he did to ever go home again. He was a natural leader, and his upbringing as a cowboy and mule driver had given him a sense of the land that translated into an unerring sense of strategy. When the authorities fought with him, he won. Word got out. Young men, brave and tough, and mostly carrying their own torches of grievance against a system that had been killing their brothers and fathers for generations, flocked to him. By 1925, he was leading the biggest gang of bandits in Brazil. He and his men roamed the Sertão almost at will. They could live even in the remote reaches. The Badlands of the Badlands. "The way turns to, on drops of water," Lampiao told a reporter. "A jaguar came up to eat me once, but he thought I was a cactus and went away." "What qualifications does a man need to join your band?" the reporter asked him. "Nothing much," Lampiao replied. "Just so long as he's as agile as a cat, clever as a fox, can track like a snake, and disappear like the wind." Disappear like the wind. Yes, of course. For how else could they escape so often?